Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to be drawing a picture of Moxxie and Millie. My original idea was I wanted them to be dancing, but I quickly learned I could not do that with my skill levels. So I went and I drew this cute photo. So I hope you guys do enjoy. In the future, I would probably try to shade. I just do not really know how to shade, and I'm not good at shading, but I think this picture turned out really cute, especially for the first time I tried to draw the two of them. So yes, very cute. This is a spoiler warning, though, for up to episode 6 of Hello Boss, so if you've yet to go watch that series, please, 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 I go recommend that series. It's beautiful. It's just getting better and better as you go. Like, episode 6 was like the best yet. It can't be my favorite episode because of Miss Veroska. We know we simp for that lady. We're gonna talk about her, by the way, in this episode. It's my second favorite episode because of that, but oh my god, like, I loved this episode. It was just so beautiful. But we're gonna start at the beginning with talking about it, and then at the end, after I kind of go through it all, we'll have our own little theories. So in the comments down below, leave your guys' theories. I would love to hear them. Or, well, I guess, read them and then maybe possibly reply or throw in maybe some more of my own theories. But let's start this video. We had the government scene, which Busy Pop, the amazement, the lighting, it was just so beautiful. And the irony of Blitz being right out the window so they could capture him right away. It's just the irony, and it's just beautiful storytelling. And oh, I love the tears that Millie had running down her face, and how she grabbed Luna and screamed at her to open the portal back up. And then when they went back, it was the whole montage and the fighting scene. Oh my god, the fighting scene was the best scene. And like, oh, I've recently fallen in love with like fighting like scenes too, because like movies like John Wick and Jiu-Jitsu, those are the only two on the top of my head because I've watched them this month. But I recently loved just fighting movies, so to have just that action-y packed scene, it just shows the length that your artist can go to create such a beautiful scene. And then before the fighting scene though, there was the whatchamacallit, the drug hallucination scene between Blitzo and Mox. And oh my god, that scene is a doozy to talk about. So we'll talk about Moxie's part first. It just, how his art style is portrayed, it just, oh, it was so beautiful, and I love that style so much. And like, when it switched between him and Blitzo, like, you could see like the difference. Like, Moxie was having a good trip, like, not really a good trip, but he was having a better trip than Blitz. And then when it switched to Blitz, you could just see the emotion that, like, the emotional abuse he's been through in his life, with Fritz, with Briska, with Stryker even, despite him only being in that one episode. But going back and watching that episode now, you kind of see more of the dependency that Blitz has, that he wants to work with somebody. He wants to find that companionship like Moxxie and Millie has. He's very jealous of Moxxie and Millie, I think, and their relationship, especially because he's a little this is my little theory, between him and Veroska, especially in this scene that you see her, how she screams at him, and like, it's just, it shows the bitter ex, like how you saw in the t-shirt design for the merch, right? So something must have happened between the two of them that ended a breakup. In episode 2, Spring Broken, like I've stated, my favorite episode, she stated the whole maxing out the credit card scene.
Leaving someone else to pay for the hotel room, steal their car, and run 3 rings to wrap, and max my credit cards on shitty horse riding lessons.
God damn it, whore, you will not let that go!
Choke on a sandpaper cock.
I think there's a little bit more to that. I think either before or after that happened, they got matching tattoos. And either Blitz chickened out, or he got a different tattoo. Something had to have happened. Like, they were planning to get matching tattoos, she got hers, and then he fucked off, and that's what ended them. or something. Or she wouldn't peg him, because that's what he's obsessive with Moxxie about, is him and Millie and their sexual life, if you must say. And we know Blitzo to be canonly pan, so we don't know. But that whole scene and that whole breakdown to that scene is just beautiful. And like in the air, like the goo, it was just so beautiful how it was done, and the effects, like, oh my god. It just makes me wanting to like create things like, oh, Busy Pop, you are an inspiration, you are. And then after that, when Solus came and like he was like, oh, you haven't seen a real demon, that part, oh my god, that, like, we have not seen that kind of power in the show. And if that is Solus, how do you think some of the other like overlords would be or are? So at the end, I think Solus looked directly at the camera at the end of the clip. So I think he knows that they were recording him. And you also see Blitzo look straight into the camera. He flipped off the camera. Like, there's another level to this that the humans don't know. But I think we might get a little headcanon from Vox because of this. Now, that we saw, right? And they kind of glitched out at the end and said air. I don't think the humans have the recordings in the end. I think something's going to happen. So this is where we get into more theories and less of the episode breakdown, okay? We've seen every major character made a return of some kind, whether it be in a hallucination or something, okay? But we've yet to see the cherubs make a return. Now, I know fan service for them. We didn't really like them when they appeared in the show, and we were kind of a little like, eh. And I think that's like the episode that's on everyone's kind of like bottom tier list for like, oh, your top like favorite episodes. I think that episode falls in people's bottom lists because like they don't care for those characters that much. I feel like to make a huge impact and to work with the humans or work against the humans because they need to keep order, and they're going to do that to get back into heaven, and that's going to be their little thing. But obviously, while that's going on, we are going to be thrown through severe emotional turmoil with Blitz and Solus, and I don't think they're going to end up together. Now, why do I say that? Because I don't think Solus sees Blitz as like a partner. I think he sees him as a plaything, because like you see at the end of the episode, that clip, like, it just didn't sit right with me. It didn't seem like love, it seemed just like lust. So, I think the cherubs are gonna make a return now. If the cherubs don't show up, I hope Vox shows up. And now, if you guys don't know who Vox is, he's the demon overlord of like the TVs and the internet and stuff in Vivi Pop's world, I think. Gosh, it's been a while. But either way, I know Busy Pop stated way back, I think like 2 years from when I record this video, but she said that she didn't want the universes to share any characters. And that's a huge flag. So if Vox is introduced into this world, he might not show up in he might not show up in Has-Been Hotel. Or she might just be like, you know what, to tie these worlds together better, we have to introduce some of these characters into this world now. And we might end up seeing like them before like the whole like hotel ordeal happened, or we might see like an aftermath of them, because I do think Hello Boss happened before, or is happening a little bit before and then at the start of the hotel opening. So I don't know how she'll be able, and I think that's why she wanted to keep the characters separate, was because then she doesn't have to try to intertwine the two stories and make them both like happen at the same time and have the same kind of like lines going through, where you have like certain characters in the background and they must be in the background of another show, blah blah blah, because they're there and at this time stamp of this show, and it would make things a little confusing. And I know her attentive to detail, past, Pop has said that she didn't want to combine her universes together, but that was like years and years ago, before actual development of these universes took place. So we might end up seeing some overlords that we would have saw in like the original like series, because it's obviously coming out after Hell of a Boss, because it takes time to produce a series. So I hope we get to see Vox or hear of him, because it would connect the universes together a lot more than the obvious, oh, the creator created both of them, you know. Alongside that, I think there's going to be a gala or some sort of big party for like the finale. Like the last 2 episodes are going to be merged episodes for sure. And also, this isn't going to be something that's going to like drag on. Pop has a story she's telling us, and there's a set number of episodes. There's going to be, this is my theory, there's going to be 13 episodes. That's my theory. But I hope there's like 24 episodes, because that would make me happier. But I do think 13 is the more reasonable number, because the whole 13 is a devilish number, and it's a little mini-series. I could see her also, after the whole series is over, making little clip-its and little things, but I feel like there's a story that she is telling us. And the last 2 episodes are going to be kind of like combined episodes, and it's going to be like this big gala thing, or big like party. What I think is going to happen, I think I've said them all. I've been rambling for a while. I did not keep a little script thingy, because I didn't want to write a script, but I'm going to try to edit this video. But yes, I mentioned the cherubs, I mentioned Vox, I mentioned my Veriska little rant thing, and how Blitz is jealous about Moxxie and Millie. So yes, I think I said everything that I'm theorizing on and what I'm sitting on. I do hope that we get to see Vox make an appearance, whether it be a mention of his name, or we see him in the, like, see him at some point, because, like, it feels like we're crossing into his territory now for stuff. Unless, like, we don't really know him as a character, and this isn't even him. He doesn't even do stuff like this. He's, like, something completely different as a character. So, yes. That has been my theories. I hope you guys do like the artwork I also created for this episode of me rambling on and talking. And if you guys do like these kind of videos and like me theorizing, maybe I could do this when the next episode comes out, because remember, we've only seen up to episode 6 in this mindset, so we have no idea what's to come in. We're a little scared, but we're a little joyous. I just hope everybody, like, everyone gets what they want in the end, and that I don't really want it to be a happy ending, but I want it to be a happy ending, like, you know what I mean? So yes, thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.